Damn. All right. Let's see, guys. What's up? Let me peep something out real quick, because we got some new stuff that arrived. Yeah. What up? All right, let's see. Dang. All right, let me get this out of the way. Actually, look at this. I got this keyboard right here. We gotta get this out of the way, man. We still got the cord and everything. We gotta get this thing out of here. Let's see. Where am I gonna put this? Man, that's the problem now with these. Gotta go wireless. All right, guys. So let me tape something down real quick right here so this don't move. Man, how's everybody doing? How's everybody? You know, I'm just chilling. It's crazy. It's Monday. I originally thought, you know what? I'm just gonna be like kicking it, like not really doing anything. You know, had a full day of stuff that I needed to take care of, and then once it was all done, I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna get some sleep. So I tried to get some sleep, and I was just laying there, and then I couldn't sleep anymore. I was just like, man, like I'm kind of like done, you know. Like I think I need to like chill or something. So I was like, damn, I can't do it. But yeah, once I got up, I was like, you know what? I gotta jump on the live. You know, I got a box in of stuff. Let me bring it out. Let me bring out this big boy right here. Check it out. I got this big box right here. We're gonna find out what's in it. All right, guys. I got this shipped to me today. Some new product. So we're gonna hopefully find out what arrived. All right. So let me go ahead and get situated right here. Let me set this up. How's everybody doing? Let me bust out the hobby knife. We gotta get it cracking with that right there. So let's see here. Boom, boom. All right, let me make a quick little adjustment, guys. Before we get started on the lighting, make sure the lighting's cool right there. Make sure it's nice and lit. All right, cool. All right, that's pretty cool right there. All right, guys, so check it out. Bust out the hobby knife. We're gonna open up this box right quick, and we're gonna see. We're gonna do an unboxing together. I have not. It's taped up. I have not opened it. This is part of an order of stuff that I ordered through my distributor. There's another part or another box that's coming through, and that's gonna be like later in the week, you know. But this one came first. I believe they have a couple facilities that they have basically all their product and stuff, and this was the closest one, so they got it out to me. And also I received my new camera today, which I'm using right now. That's the one that's pointed right at me right now, which I'm pretty psyched, and later I'll be getting more cameras and stuff. Let's see. Bam. All right, we got the paper. Let me put this on the ground, because this thing's huge. All right, cool. Oh, dang. Tamiya kits. The preludes. They just showed up. They're here. All right, check it out. Oh, so it's mostly kits. Kit stuff. Bam. Right here. The prelude. Check it out right here. Man, we got the bottom view right here. I'm over here like trying to hold it up. So check it out. This is a Tamiya Prelude XX. I'll set this one down right here. And then we got another one. Man, this one has a little dent right here, as you can see. Look at that. Man, it must have got smashed in a little bit. So we'll set this one aside right here. And man, more Preludes. Here's another one. Damn, we got a bunch of them right here. Just stacking them up right now. Let's see. Check them out. Yeah, it's always exciting when you're like opening this stuff. It feels like it's Christmas. Oh, what? Couple of tools here from Display. Check them out. Dang, I don't know. Hey, Gonzo, shout outs to you. I know you hit me up. We got them in. Oh, no, wait. You were looking, actually not for this. You were looking for the HIQ parts one. My bad. But anyway, we got the little vices. These come in handy. They're pretty dope. And we also got the Hasegawa clear orange finish. this definitely comes through, especially if you're doing some of those, you know, over clear plastic parts. You want to do those, you know, those signal lights and just like different kind of things. You could definitely set it up with that right there. Let's see what else we got here, guys. Dang, finally, man, it took so long, but we got this, the Mercedes-Benz 500 SEC. Dang, it took so long to get this. It's finally here. I started to see some people posting about it on Instagram, like that they got it. They saw it at their local hobby store and stuff. And I was like, yo, like, when is this gonna come through? It's taking a long time, you know? And it finally came through. The Benz right here. This is a pretty big box. Look at this. This is like covering me pretty much right here. Yo, what up, Bugs? How you doing, man? So check it out. That's the new kit, Tamiya one right here. Let's look at the little box art right here at the top. Let's see if it focuses on there. We got some more right there, the front, the back. Damn, this is pretty cool. And then what else? Yeah, just a bunch of these Mercedes. So I got maybe about 5 of them right here. But they're finally here. So hyped. I'm just stacking these things up right here. And then the last one. Let's see. Dang, right there. That's that big boy right there. So man. Yeah, so those are the latest you know, this unboxing that we just got right here. So we got the Benz and then we got the Prelude right here. So I'm gonna set these aside just so they gotta clear up the bench right here right quick. So we got these are gonna be going up on the site, and these ones also, guys, check them out. The Prelude right here. Now, this is like very OG right here. Check this out. At the bottom right there. Let's see if it gets there we go. Let me get this one out of the way. Feels like it's like putting it a bit higher right there. Damn. Yeah, it's pretty clean. Yeah, so these came in, these parts and just this, you know, not a whole lot compared to like other unboxings where I get a bunch of tiny little things. But later in the week, I am expecting more small items to be arriving as well, because there's quite a lot of like different things that I ordered from them. So it should be pretty cool. Let me see what else is on here for you guys that I could show. Yeah, and shout outs to Bugs and Francisco Garcia. See, you guys are right there live on the chat right here. Let me bam, the group. All right, cool, dope. So check it out, guys. So I got a brand new camera. You know, I'm still messing with the settings. I'm just trying to get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow we got a podcast going on, starting at 10 p.m. We're interviewing the guys over from Left Coast Skill Classic. So that's going to be a fun one right there. We're going to start at 10 and just kind of, you know, go from there. You know, I've had them on the podcast before. They've been guests. But, you know, I want to introduce them to you guys. And, you know, hopefully we can recap on some of their story from the past involving model building and so forth. And wanting to know, you know, building up to this show right here that's coming up. That's going to be taking place next year in April. Looking forward to that, you know. Some of the guys, I mean, they're model builders, and you know, they have a lot on their plate right now. They're promoting the show, but they're also building models and just doing various things, you know, to spread the word and let people know about what's coming up. So I will definitely be there at that event. I'll be there vending for sure, and you know, I'll most likely bring out some models as well. And you know, so. You know, today's Monday, just kind of chill out for a little bit, right quick. I just wanted to do this quick unboxing and then also just kind of test out the cameras as well. If you guys have been following, you know, from last month to now, you're going to be noticing a lot of differences on a lot of things. Things are switching up. There's a lot of like little things that I'm learning about to take it to where I want to take the way everything is looking, you know. Like, for example, you know, you see me on the bottom of the screen right now and all that. I'm still playing around with that. You And also even just right here, the workbench, you know, I was having some issues, for example, with like glare and stuff like that. Like whenever I'll be showing like things, right? Like I'm still playing around with the lighting, you know. For example, like if I turn this right here, it gets very bright and glary, you know. So I'm still just tweaking everything, just messing around and seeing what's up, messing with the contrast. I know a lot has to do with the cameras. I just received one camera. I'm gonna be getting another one, so this way they're both matching as far as like the quality and the picture and everything. You know, their new cameras are up to date and everything, and you know, that way I give you guys a good experience when you guys, you know, come visit and like check out what we're doing live regarding building and also everything else, you know, involved sound quality, looking at, you know, different lightings, even a microphone. Currently I'm using the DJI wireless mic, but I will be using most likely, you know, like a mic with the XLR connection, more analog, you know. That's what I used to use when I was doing podcasts back then, and I still have some of that equipment. It works, but it's a little, I mean, there's a lot of new stuff now. I don't want to say it's outdated. It still holds up, but there's definitely a lot of new stuff now. So I'm still kind of just working stuff out, you know, and seeing like what I need to do with it right here. Let me see. Bugs, you have a question right here in the chat. Let me read it out. So I'm priming a hood, but no matter how many times I'm wet sanding the pieces flat, the outline of the body work still shows. Any pointers, or would it show through paint? Yeah, what kind of primer are you using on your model? And let's see here. There's normally when I'm like prepping my bodies, what I like to do is you know, I scuff the body with like 400 grit all around, and then when I use my primer, I tend to use a lot of the Tamiya gray primer. So I use Tamiya gray primer, and with that primer, I end up pretty much just like spraying it all around, right? Let that sit. When I come back, I don't really wet sand it too much. What I do is I'll get like here. Let me get my sanding pads right here. So just to kind of give you an example for prepping right here. So I'm rocking with the 400 grit right here. And this is like before primary, you know. This is just on the bare plastic. I'm rocking with this one, and then what I end up doing. Here, let me adjust something real quick, because I know something's kind of tripping up here. All right, so I end up using the 400 grit on the body, right? And then once I primer, I come back, and if I feel it, and if it feels a little rough or anything, I come back with the 600, you know. But at this point, I don't I just go over the body really lightly, you know, with the 600. It's just to knock off any high areas. Like if there was like, if you feel any roughness or something, it's just to go really light. You could put some water to wash off that debris off, but I don't really go on it too hard or anything, you know. I just kind of go on it light. And then at that point, whatever high areas got knocked off, there's chances that I'm gonna probably need to reprimer it one more time, and I could reprimer it one more time. And this next phase of coats of primer normally tend to lay out pretty smooth, and then that's it. Once I get to that point right there, then I get started on paint at that point right there. Let's see. Yeah, with the Tamiya gray primer, dude, you should be good. I would just say don't when you wet sand, don't press on it too hard, and just don't go on it. You can go very, very light on that right there, and you should be good, dude, after that. And then you can get it to paint. Let's say, for example, if you're doing like body work, you know, you filled in an area, and then, you know, you let's say you put CA glue, you filled in the area, and then you're sanding the area, you primer it, but then you notice that you're still getting like you see, like it doesn't look smooth. It kind of looks indented or whatever, like sunken in. You might need to put more glue and reprimer, and then you have to get like a 240 and smoothen that out. You know, get that nice and smooth, and then start to build your way up to the 400, 600, and then reprimer until it pretty much deletes it and you don't see it. It just looks smooth. You know, right there, if you're doing something like that, you gotta fix like the body work right there before you move forward with paint, because even if you lay paint on it and you clear coat it, it's still gonna show. You're gonna be able to see it. But as far as like a hood, I think you should be fine. Did you do any kind of work, like body work to the hood in order, or are you like filling something in? The only thing I can think of is like if there was like a sink mark or something like that and you needed to like put glue or like putty to level that out. That's the only thing I can think of right now. But let me know. Let me know right now on the in the chat. Let me see here, guys. Let me I wanted to check something out real quick because I know that on my phone I'm just like very curious to see how it looks on the phone. A lot of the times I look at the recordings after when I'm like done, but I'm always wondering like, man, I wonder how it came out, you know? And because a lot of times I just kind of leave everything alone. I don't really like come back to it and mess with it. Here, let me adjust my seat real quick. Let me see if I could. I see there's like a little like kind of glare on one side from the green screen, but that's something I'll need to address. And let's see here, guys. Dang, it has it live. All right, I'm watching it right now. It's weird. I'm like streaming live and I'm watching it on my phone. Let me see. All right, all right. Another thing too, like the cutting mats, I was using the black ones. They're the same ones. I just flipped them. These are the disc bay cutting mats, and I was noticing with the black, it was messing a lot with the focus of the camera, and I was kind of like, dang, like I really need to fix that, you know. So I just decided to flip them. They're lighter on this side, and I was just like, yeah, like I gotta definitely, you know, fix that right there. Let's see here. So yeah, so tomorrow we'll be doing the podcast at 10 p.m. and just chilling out with the guys. Man, let me get some water. Pretty thirsty right now. Damn, look at that. That thing's like dripping. Let's see. So you put, yeah, I'm building a Regal. Bought the Grand National. Oh yeah, it has that hood scoop. And I used Tamiya putty. It looks great soon. I primer the outline of work. It shows up. Okay. Yeah. A lot of times what happens with like the Tamiya putty, a lot of those putties, they shrink. So like you can lay out the putty and then eventually over time it kind of shrinks a little. At this point right now, how it is, what I would recommend is using CA glue to fill in like around those edges, wherever you pretty much where it bridges from the putty to the hood. So this one is a bit thicker. This is the extra thick CA glue, and this other one is the medium gap filling. Each one of these will fill in the gap. If the gap is pretty big, if it's showing it pretty big, I'd go with the thick. But if it's not that big, it's just quite minimal what it's showing, then go with this. This is pretty much just gonna kind of seal in that area. In the past, I remember when people were actually cutting those, when that kit came out, the Oldsmobile, a lot of the times what I saw people were doing is they would cut out the like the scoop, and then they would get tape and they would put the tape either from the top or from the bottom, right? And then they get one of these like panel line pens. Here, let me see if it shows it right here. I don't know if it's gonna get it, but here, let me see if I could change this to autofocus. Just bear with me real quick. All right, put it. Is it on auto? Oh no, it's not on auto. All right, it's gonna probably do it now, guys. So check it out. Let's see here. Right there. it's just a small little tip, and then they would like, you know, just go inside of the hood scoop with the tape, and then just do the little square, and then they take off that tape, and then they would lay that. You would use like the Tamiya tape since it's transparent, and then you would lay that over like styrene, cut out the styrene. So now you have a flat piece of styrene, and then they would insert that onto the hood scoop section, pour some glue around, let it dry, and then just start sanding, you know, just trying to work that out. That was one of the ways people were doing it back then. And it just depends, you know, if it's giving you a lot of trouble, that might be another option, you know, if you really need to like cut something out. But I feel like what you can already do right there at this point, since it already has, you could probably just put some of this on there. But if anything, man, let me know, like, if hit me up on Instagram, like send me some photos on there, if that way I could check it out too, just to see how it looks, you know, maybe like angle it, maybe over the light or something, just to see how it looks, like if it's like sinking in or how it's popping out, you know, just to see like what's up right there. But yeah, most likely like the styrene route, or even just like some CA glue will work, like to add it on there and build up right there. Normally that's kind of what I do with the, like certain builds when I want to like erase something and fill it in, or instead of using like the putty, I use a lot of styrene. You know, if you don't have any styrene, I'd recommend to stock up on some. Like you could get some of the sheets and just get the different thicknesses, you know, like a 1 millimeter, 1.5, and then try to get some of the ones that are underneath 1 millimeter, because then you'll have like a nice size sheet that will last you a long time. One sheet's gonna last you a long time, dude, for sure. And just like, you know, just creating different things right there. But yeah, that would have worked, you know. But either way, man, either way, I'm pretty sure you'll sort it out. Let me see. Let me try to fix this autofocus thing. It's driving me a little crazy. I keep seeing it like going forward and back, going forward and back, no matter like what I'm doing, and it's like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, you know, it's like I'm the same with what I'm doing right now. Like I'm still trying to learn what I'm doing. I see some people have been doing this for quite a long time. Hey, let me see if I can get this to focus or not. Oh, right there, I think. All right, cool. And I don't know, man. It's just, I'm in the same boat right now. Like, I feel like with what I'm doing right now with this, it's like I'm building my model. Like, I'm trying to get all my stuff to work, you know, to build up my model here. And yeah, over the weekend I was getting a little frustrated on certain things that I was like, man, why isn't this looking like this, or what's going on with this? And I was doing tons of research, or just asking people that are doing the same thing, you know, like, how can I get it to look like this, or what are you using here, or what, you know? And a lot of people, you know, as long as you ask, they'll tell you, you know. A lot of people back then, you know, people would gatekeep or whatever. Not so much anymore. I think now it's like everything's all in the open. It's just, once you have it, the tools and everything, just do it, you know. You just got to go ahead and run with it, you know, at that point. But yeah, man, let me know if you have any other questions regarding that right there. Let me see here. Let me check something out real quick. All right. So, bam. All right. You know what? Let me grab a magazine real quick. I wanted to test something else while I have you guys on right here, right now. Hey, what up, Armando? Raven, what's up, man? How you doing? Just chilling, Armando. So, just working out with some things. You know, I got my new cam right now. I'm expecting another piece of equipment to show up tomorrow, and I'm just kind of trying to see how everything looks now with this layout. I'll be back real quick. Let me go grab something, a mag, just to see how. I'm curious to see how it would look now on here. Let me see. I'll do that. Let's see which one. Ton of mags right here. Sheesh. Ooh. Oh, you guys will probably like to see this. I'll show some. I'll flip through it real quick. Check this one out. Bam! It's not a Lowrider model car magazine, but I would say this is a magazine that it's the best. The Lowrider Best of Collector's Edition #1. Dang. It has a lot of iconic cars in here. And then there's also, I have part 2, but let's just look at part 1. I saw it hanging out over there. You know, and let's see what this one's about, guys. Let's check it out. I'm just very curious of how it's going to look on here right now. It might focus, it might not, because I took off the autofocus. But I noticed when I tilt it on the screen, it doesn't show so much glare. When I lay it out, it does show some glare. Let me see, let me play with the lighting here. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's the lighting. Let me see, let me dim this one now. You guys still see it? All right, cool. Yeah, we'll leave it like this for now. Dang, go for it, painting. What up? All right, so check it out. This is when Lowrider magazine used to show girls in the cars. So this is really a rare sighting right there. All right, you know what? I need to light it up because the back. See, this is why I need to get my new lights. Here we go. Oh, nice. You got this one. That's cool. Yeah, when these came out, I didn't know Volume 1 came out. I bought Volume 2 at the liquor store. And then years later, a friend of mine got me Volume 1. He said he got it from like his uncle. He probably took it from his uncle. And he gave it to me. So here we have some cars. Penthouse, the Local 64, the Rato Tembi, Strictly Business, Punisher, Gangster Alive, My Infatuation, Punch 84. Damn, that's a heated lineup right there of stuff. Let's see. Bugs has a question. Let's see. He says, is on building a new scribing line. As I sanded the back trunk, I had a molded wing and eventually partially removed the trunk line. Oh yeah, if you want to scribe a new line, I recommend use some scribing tape to be as a guide to lay down the tape. So because it's pretty thick when you scribe your line, that's like protection so you don't go off the line. Like you can create a brand new line. But as far as a tool to work with that, you can always use a tool like this. This is the Tamiya. It's a scriber right here. This tool right here. Let me turn on the focus again real quick so you can check it out. Focus. All right, cool. Let's see. Right there. So this is like I think it's a 0.1 millimeter. It's really thin. And with that tool right here, you can lay down the tape, and then you can start to just like scribe, you know, when you have the model. Man, imagine I just like ripped the magazine, demoing it. All right. All right, cool. But yeah, that one would work. All right, right now since we got the autofocus, I'm gonna pick this magazine up to you guys, see if it focuses on it. Let's find out. The Penthouse. Damn, just look at those interiors though. Crazy. It looks very cozy and comfy, very welcoming. Like you just wanna, they're like, hey, come in. Lifestyle car, dang. Is this car still around? That's just cool. All right, so I'm still getting some glare. Obviously the lighting. I feel like I need 4 lights. I feel like I need 2 lights for here and then 2 lights for the back to light up the green screen. And I think I should be good with that kind of lighting. That's crazy. Tierra. Did anybody ever bump this? I always would see this this CD, but I never played this. This is like East LA's very own Chicano R&B group is back with Tierra Street, Corner Gold. I just tripped out because you do see downtown LA in the background, and these dudes are just chilling right there. And I always tripped out on this dude because he's like sitting here on the ground with some like drumsticks, just hammering on that drum, I'm assuming. And his friends right here, they're like, dude, come on, bro. What are you doing? Oh, there's this one too. Damn. But it's all good, man. I'm not hating. I was just curious. I might have to look this up on YouTube or something. I don't know how it sounds like. It's R&B, so curious. Check this out. Troquita Loca. This is pretty cool. Lowrider magazine. Imperials. See the plaque right there. Let me scoot that up. Oh, nice, man. That's cool. Let's see. The car seats inside of the owner's garage. Oh, what? Ooh, look at it. Look at this right here. Lowrider bicycle is the teaser right here telling us that we gotta get you. Okay, let me lift this up. I don't know what's up with this light in the back. Why is it acting up like that? I gotta manipulate the light. Let's see. How's that? Nope. Still not doing it. Maybe I need to push this light back up. How's that right there? Nothing? Alright. It's all good, guys. We'll figure it out later. We'll figure this out. We're learning. We're learning together. Damn, the Punisher. This one's a trip because it's like Treasure Island kind of stuff. Let's see how close we can get. Right there, look at that. Crazy. This dude right here. What kind of car is this? Looks. Oh, it's a Supra. 1980 Toyota Supra. For some reason, I thought it was like a Celica or something. But Supra, wow. Suicide doors. I trip out how he like split this part right here. He just made it work right there. Yeah, it looks clean. Like the wheels popping out. A lot of gold during this time, right? This is March 93. I was probably like in 3rd grade when this came out. Most likely. What a trip. This is when you used to get the posters in each mag. Oh, it even has the Nintendo in there. Look at the Nintendo. Let me see. The NES. You see the controller? Wow, the telephone, the big screen. Man, that's pretty crazy. La Gente. Car Club. Wow. Look at that paint job. Maybe I should just hold the magazine like this, tilted. Damn, this is nice. What I really like about this, see, as a kid, I saw this and I was just like, yo, this is nice. And just flipped to the next page. Probably because it didn't have like a girl or something on there, you know? But right now that I'm looking at this as an adult, I'm appreciating this even more. And I'm going like, man, this is like ahead of its time. This is like the kind of paint jobs that we're trying to achieve now, you know? Like, just look at how intricate. Like, you see, like, this whole section is all flaked. This is another section, the center there. And then even right here where this is painted, you're getting like different tones of the blue from dark to light. But just the way they laid out the tape on there, you know, you could tell they were just like spraying it, taking off a piece of tape, spraying it, taking off tape, spraying it, you know, and it was just getting darker, 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 and darker. And man, it just looks super nice. Even the interior is pretty trippy. The interior, it's nice too. Like it just fits it. It fits it pretty well. And then this is crazy. They did a snake too, coming in here and then going out there. I mean I don't know. I don't know. It must have Let me see. First it was Japan. Dang, yeah, this is Europe right here. Slammed in Sweden. You know, they had to think outside the box, get the attention with the snake. I preferably would have done it without the snake. But I don't have this car. I wish I did. Alright, let's move on. Oh, this one right here. This is pretty dope. This is pretty cool right here. I remember as a kid seeing this and being like, man, these guys right here from Japan, they got this like really, really badass 64. Like this was already like going like next level. You know, wild paint job. And then the interior looks very elegant right there. I like those little mirrors that are on the dash. The two glasses right there. I think just having those two like wine glasses, it looks like. Or maybe not even wine glasses. It's more like champagne. It looks very elegant. Oh, man. And look at this right here. Look, Armando. This is for you right here, Armando. Check it out. Dang, look at where they put it. Man, only in Japan you could get away with this. I feel like if someone did that here, you'd be like, man, why'd they do that to that 64? It shouldn't be there. But it's just crazy. Everything just flows. The interior just flows right there. Here, I gotta get it focused good right there. Like those switches that are in the console, it's just to like lift and drop for sure. That right there is dope. I mean, for sure, these are the builders right here, most likely. You know, that roof, the way they cut it, looks clean. And I like right here in the roof how they gave it that space. So this looks like it just went straight, and this one too. Sometimes it's almost like, you know, if they would have been, oh, well, they should have gone a little bit more in. But then you got this that's curved with the glass. So it's kind of interesting how they left that, like they gave it more space to actually go straight on there. That's pretty dope. But the antennas, there you go. Look at that. Man, that's dope. That's so crazy. And then, I mean, look at the pump setup too. This is very interesting right there. Pretty intricate. Yeah, this is classic. Everyone loves looking at mirrors underneath, showing everything. Everything's in gold right there. Let's see what else. Yeah, this is from this one was premiered in 1994, this issue. Here's the 64. This is a nice, beautiful 64. It's very clean. You know, suicide doors too on top of that. And then we got the Japanese model as well. They just had to do it right with the Japanese model. Interior tub, that wire wheel right there too, super cool. Japan's ultimate lowrider, Amethyst, I believe that's the name of the lowrider. Dang, and that's cool. I don't know, it just looks very clean. This purple with the chrome and the gold just works. It works really, really good. Oh, dang. Sorry to hear about that, man. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We got the dudes with the bomb right here. Chilling. Smoking. Crazy. Let's see. Oh, man. This is nice. Lowrider Arte. Right here. Dang. Mike Pickle created the logo there. Rest in peace to him. Dang. I always love that logo. It looks beautiful. Egyptian gold, another beautiful model right here. Well, I'm talking about the car, not a model. It's funny, I'm like forgetting these are 101 scale. They're not model cars. These are real cars. Dang. This is pretty dope. Like, it just looks such a trip. Like, the thing with the hood and the side, like right here, this design, this reminds me of like graffiti. Like, it makes me think of like all the, like the 90s graffiti artists that started to get crazy with their skills in the 2000s. A lot of like MSK, like different just graffiti artists. This kind of stuff is like stuff you would see in LA. It's kind of a trip. This is 1990 though. And it kind of looks like a little bit like graph, or even like graph from like Europe. Right now that I'm looking at this, as a kid I'd be like, cool graphics, or more like looking at the girls, you know. But damn, it's crazy. And then back here we got the artwork too. Man, why did they have to do this in black and white? Come on, they could have done in color. This is a nice photo though of the car being lifted. It's lifted from the back. That's pretty cool. Dang. Yeah, maybe, dude. Maybe techno style. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, this is bad. This is like very electrifying when you start to see the trunk setup, and even underneath the truck right here. This almost looks like some like nightclub kind of vibe, or you're like at that Chicago airport walking down and there's all those lights at the top and you're like, what? Or I don't know, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of a trip with the LEDs, all that lit up. And then you got this girl right here matching with the truck too, with the outfit. She's got the outfit right there. Look at that bumper though. That bumper is it's something else, something different right there. But damn, this is crazy. This is pretty crazy. There's just so much room in here. Like you could climb the hood and like go in there. I don't know, it's weird. Very minimal. And then the interior setup too is pretty interesting too. Let's see. Dang. Hey, what up, Slowly? Before the yellow paint. Oh, you're right. You're right about that. I wonder what year that was when that came out. Because I don't think I have the issue with that other colorway. But yeah, this is 94. So I think by this time it was more like what, gold? Like it was like people were using more and more gold stuff. Dang. Ooh, look at this one right here. The Entertainer. Oh man. Kind of messing up right here for you guys. Sorry with the angles. Yeah, this looks, dang. Like just layers upon layers. That's pretty trippy. It looks nice though. Trunk setup and all. Yeah, man, keep it, bro. This magazine is pretty dope. Like when you think of it, like there's just so much cool stuff that's in this magazine. If you guys are looking for this magazine, find it on eBay. Get your hands on it. That's the only place I could think of that will have this magazine. But man, here I'm gonna make myself smaller. This thing's driving me crazy. Oh wait, man. I need to fix that thing behind my head. It's like a little light or whatever. Not a light, but it's something to do with the green screen. So, all right, let's get back into it. Damn, here, let me make this smaller too. This logo's kind of huge. It's like overkill. There you go, better. All right. So we got the best of Freddy's 63. And then, yeah, this was a section more for the models. This is like, you cut these ones out, put them up on your wall, you know, and stuff. And your mom would be like, hey, quita eso, what are you doing? No. Like, it's the car. Damn, it's the car. Hey, que chingo. All right, here we go. Gangster of Love, right here. Hector Lozano did the replica of this in a scale model. And the model still exists. It's still around. So one day we'll have to bring it here to the studio to show it live. I think that'd be pretty bad. Putting it like on a turntable or something. We need to bring this one so you guys could see it. But yeah, this one here is interesting. Gangster of Love. So cool. Yeah, I think if they would reprint this magazine again, they would like Photoshop those girls out. I don't know what they would put, but yeah, that'd be done. I don't know why. But this is pretty cool. Memories. Old memories. Dope. Oh, the CDs. I still have this CD right here. The volume 1. And that's the original copy I have. I have of this on CD when I was a kid. And when these came out, I was like hyped, and I was like, oh, I saw that one. It was more because of just the artwork on the car. I really wanted to have that CD, and I got it. And then I started liking all the other volumes just because they had the Lowrider cars on them. But I never got them. And I always wanted these VHSs. I always wanted them. I could never get them. I didn't know where to buy them. My parents weren't gonna buy them for me. I don't know. It just wasn't gonna happen. I didn't know anybody that could get this for me either. So till this day, I have not seen one. Might have to look on eBay probably. I still have a VHS player, so if I could get my hands on a VHS player, I'll figure it out how maybe I could hook it up to the computer, and maybe I could like do a reaction video to it or something. I don't know, like on a late night, like I don't know, 2 a.m. or something. Let's see. Here we got Dressed to Kill. Dang, this is the one with the casket in the car. Oh, you're right. Dang, maybe that'll be easier on YouTube. YouTube be a lot faster. Yeah, this always tripped me out. I always wondered as a kid, like, man, is there a body in there? Got the casket in there. What a trip. And then how would driving this thing feel with that steering wheel? Like holding on to that. That's pretty crazy. Dang, Suicide Revenge 2. This hood looks pretty crazy. It's all split. Suicide doors, the rear. See, everything's gold. The gold, what was it? Everything was just headed in that kind of direction. Oh man, I love the interior. See, this is kind of what I was kind of thinking of about with the Corvair, like something that just kind of sinks into the back. But what I like about these seats is that they have that curvature in the seat. And I remember, who was it? Pegasus released like those little swivel seats. Those little, like they're flat on the bottom, the back's curved. And it's almost like you could cut out the back and insert those in there and build up styrene. And you could most likely do that kind of like thing right there. That's pretty cool. Damn. But yeah, this is a nice car. Really nice car. See, the thing with a lot of these cars is like they influenced a lot of people. They definitely impacted a lot of people. Look at the trunk, but check this out. In the trunk, if you look at the top part, there's a flashlight. I think that's a crowbar, and just like other tools that are in there. Damn, they even gold plated the flashlight. That's crazy. Damn. Was it subscribe now and save 35 for 1 year? And I think they were dropping like every month. So that's like 12 issues. Yeah, it's crazy how cheap things were back then. Getting so many issues. Man, this thing's dripping water. I got a water. I was chilling in the house. I was like, I don't have any bottled water, so I'm going to like pour some water. I put some ice cubes because it was hot earlier. And I just been talking. I barely drank from it. It's all like spilling. All right. God dang. Yeah, I didn't want to have a coffee. I didn't want to feel dehydrated. I was like, man, I gotta drink some water. All right, Strictly Business, another nice one right here. Man, those names just sound so hard right there. Strictly Business. Yeah, these patterns are trip. Like the one that's in this panel, this is like one of those ones you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, you know? But pretty it looks pretty hard to do, like in a small scale. But I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that can do it. They can pull it off. Yeah, I don't even know how to do this. This looks hard. Right now, looking at it, it looks difficult. But it could be one of those things that if I saw someone do it, you know, you start to kind of realize, oh, that's how you do it. But it does look pretty hard to do. Look at that right there. You got the chop top right there. Hey, let me see what I'm gonna do with this. This thing's driving me crazy. This autofocus thing. Yeah, I think it's time to get another camera, so I don't have to be messing with that. Let's see. Here, let me put this up close, and then we're gonna play with the focus right now because it's not working for me. Let me get this out of the way. Focus. There we go. All right, so I think as long as I keep it up, maybe this will stay into focus now, like that. All right, so let me just flip pages. Ooh, that looks dope. What car club is that? I can't even make that out on that plaque. But that brown works really well, especially like this, like how it's sitting there in the dark, like the inside. That brown works with this car. And look at the face. The face of it just looks mean, very aggressive. Messy. It just flows out. The stance of the car with the wheels. Something else. This is October of '93 for that. And then the classic right here. Local 64. Man. This thing right here is something else. Impalas. Hot new body mods for the Lowrider of the year. This is like everybody's favorite right here. This is like one of the most iconic cars in the world. And it's tucked away somewhere in Salinas. And maybe one day it will be seen by everybody. It's a trip. This car, I feel like it has like a mystique to it. Like it's just something that's very of a mysterious kind of car that has all these like ideas and things that went into it. It won all these awards, it did all these things, and then it just disappeared. It went like underground. And now no one could see it. Look at that engine. Dang, man. It just flows like so good. I wonder if this car, did they ever take it to Japan? Did it ever go out there to be showcased ever? Or has it just always stayed here in California? That's what I want to know. Yeah, cause yeah, I mean, I wish I could see this in person. I never did. I mean, during this time I was a little kid. I didn't know about no shows. Like, if I saw the magazine, I would always see this plier all the time, the Classic Tour '95, and I used to be like reading this all the time, like dang, you know. And I used to see like these pictures with the hopping cars, all the crowd of people and everything. And I used to be like, wow, like they get this crazy. But nah, there was no way I was gonna go to this. Like, it was hard to just go to the mall. Like, there was no way I was gonna get someone to drive me all the way to LA to see this. What was this, '95? So I was like in 5th grade right here. Hell no, that wasn't gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to see this car, 93, 94, you know, dang, at a show. That would have been something else. Raw deal. Check it out. All show. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's all show. The raw deal. That pattern is nice on that truck. Look at this pattern. That's pretty cool. I like those colors. That's pretty sick. Then we got the model right here, the lady, matching with the pink. Then the back. Lowrider truck of the year, 89. This is from San Diego. Dope. Man, I wonder if Jarvis Malone knew this guy, or maybe was from the same crew. Because I know Jarvis was telling us that, you know, he's from out there back then, and he was in a club. Or maybe it was a rival. Dang, I gotta ask him. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It is a nice truck. Oh, look at that engine compartment area. Is that like clear? It looks like clear plexiglass covering everything. And then the back just looks like a party right there. That's pretty nice. I like how they still ran that pink in between, right there in the midway. These are pretty cool photo right here with the model, right there, and then the backlights right there. When you open it up, then you got the sound system. That's pretty dope. Elegance right here with the phone. Ooh, the TV and the switches. Yeah, this was well put together. And then the little rag top right there popped up. Freddy 63, the tray. Damn, she's even using a phone on here. Crazy. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's it. Just one page? Or maybe, wait, is this ripped? Oh, man. Oh, no, that was the insert. For some reason, I thought, man, maybe like the page got ripped or something. Like we only get one. Crazy. And then we have my infatuation right here. Damn, I always thought this girl looked mad. I was like, why she look all mad? Like she didn't want to be there in the photo shoot, you know? But look at the back. Not her back. This back. Dang. You got the little antennas right there. There's the wheels. Look at the front. Look at the front looks like a... Man, look at that. Oh, JDM. Oh, looks dope right there. That's pretty cool. The way it's opened up right there. The seats. Dang. The Euro Sports Coupe. This is an Acura Integra 1990. Man, we need to bring these ones back. Right here. Wrapped with envy. What? Look at that. And it's prime right here. This is 1985 Nissan King Cab. Lowrider of the year. It's crazy. So dope. Look at the back, how it cuts open right there. That's a trip. Then we got the lady right here with the car matching the purple right there. And Armando did a replica of this one right here too. We gotta see this one. Look at those doors with the little lights right here. Engine bay looks clean. The wires, a lot of work right here. It's a trip. The back, the pumps. Interesting how it's like set up all right there. And even, oh yeah, it's all right there. It's just sunken in. Damn, I thought it was like higher. It's like sunken into the bottom right there. That's clean. And then that's it. Damn, the gear. Let's see. If this was still around, if I could order a shirt, I'd probably order this shirt with the Lowrider bicycle. That's probably the one I'd buy. Or this one. And then I'd get this one for the CD that I used to have. Oh, I always wanted this one with the Impala ripping through the shirt. Dang. Yeah, this one looked too expensive. This jacket down here. But yeah, this was the best of. I just wanted to skim through it real quick, but I don't feel like it was real quick. Kind of took a while, but it's all good, guys. So yeah, I was curious just to see the lighting with the mag. I still need to make those adjustments on there. Dan, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? How you doing? We're just chilling real quick. We're gonna be we just looked at this magazine right now, and you know, earlier I did the unboxing. We got some new stuff in. Not a lot of stuff, just a little bit of things that kind of came through. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of peep the mag, peep out some of the layout right here. I'm still working out the kinks and stuff, and gonna see how things are. Let me see what let me see something. Let me see. Yeah, I'm getting ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow's the podcast at 10. So we're gonna be doing that. So, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go right now. If you guys want this magazine, I would recommend probably eBay. You can find it there. eBay is where you're gonna be finding it. I'm still gonna I'm gonna just take off because I'm gonna end up adjusting some things while I'm off air, and then I'm going to probably move my monitor somewhere, because I keep turning to the side because the monitor is like over here on this side, and I kind of want to like have it over here on this side, so I could be like looking at you guys and right here and so forth. So I'm gonna try to work all this stuff out before I head out and go to sleep, because I gotta get some rest, because tomorrow I'll be back at 10. I'll be on here at 10 p.m. doing the podcast live. Cool. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you guys for the support. And hopefully things get, you know, better as we go with the production of here. And I'm gonna shout you guys out right here in the chat. So we got Kit Bash Customs, Raven 79, Slowly Models, Model Car 1589, Bugs, Armando Flores, Raven 79, and then Checo 222. What up, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in here in Bugs. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Francisco Garcia too. Can't forget about you, man. All right, cool. Later on, guys. Peace out.